I really need you to take a look at this, but I also need to warn you what you are about to see in this video is really disturbing, okay? So there's a warning. If you have kids or anything, just a fair warning. So these are rioters at an entrance on the west side of the Capitol trying to force their way in. Look.
Don't try to use that stick on me, boy. Just go home, okay? You see me. Just go home. Talk to your buddy and go home. Don't try to use that stick on me. I'm not hurting you.
So obviously that's a new video. Oh my gosh, into CNN. Did you see that officer? This is America, or at least it's part of who we are right now. We don't know the condition now of the officer being crushed in that doorway. We certainly hope that he is okay. CNN reached out to the person who shot this video. He said that police eventually succeeded in repelling rioters from entering the building from this spot. The exact location of this particular breach is unclear. But what is clear is that this isn't freedom of speech in motion. This is violence. That is a mob. That is domestic terrorism. That is insurrection. In reaction to the outgoing U.S. president inciting his supporters into a mob by lying to them, by telling them he won the election, that their rights were stolen from them. This is the cost of the president's lies.
You can see this on screen right now. The president's Twitter account has been suspended. And all you can see if you go to @RealDonaldTrump at the moment, it says account suspended. Everything has been sort of wiped off of the social media platform. Twitter has also released a statement just in the last several minutes about this, and I can just read this to you. It says, after close review of recent tweets from the @RealDonaldTrump account and the context around them, we have permanently suspended the account due to the risk of further incitement of violence. That is from the Twitter safety department at the Twitter social media platform. Wolf, this is obviously an extraordinary development because, as you know, one of the defining aspects of the Trump presidency has been his use of his Twitter account. He has fired people by Twitter. He has announced policy changes by Twitter. He has announced pardons by Twitter. And he has incited violence on Twitter, as we know. We saw this leading up to the events on January 6th. And Twitter is saying because of the president's potential to further incite violence, they are shutting down his account. Now, obviously, Twitter has come under a great deal of scrutiny, a lot of pressure from social media safety advocates in recent weeks, saying that the social media platform hasn't gone far enough. In recent days, we saw they took down some of the president's tweets, and prior to that, they had been labeling the president's tweets in the run-up to January 6th, pointing out when he would say false things about the election results and so on. But this is a dramatic development, Wolf, no question about it. Suspending permanently the social media platform, says the president's Twitter account. Now, one has to wonder, Wolf, what this will do to the president's state of mind. We know he's been unstable. We're hearing from our sources that he has lost it and so on in recent days. What does this do to the president now that he no longer has access to this Twitter account, which he talks about all the time as a way of going around the media and so on? He doesn't have that anymore, at least not for the time being. And it makes you wonder, covering this president, knowing how unstable things have been in recent days, whether or not this pushes the president further to the edge as impeachment is being contemplated, the 25th Amendment is being contemplated, and so on. He can't vent on Twitter. One of the things we've noticed over the weekends covering this president, he won't be doing the work of the American people. He'll be tweeting his grievances and so on. He can't do that, it seems, this weekend during a critical time, the end days of his presidency, Will.